Good morning, dear students. Let's open today's our lecture lesson. It is about the word formation in modern English. So we have planned for of the lecture. Word formation as a language subsystem and its role in the vocabulary enrichment. The second plan about the notion of neologisms, types of neologisms. The third plan is about the types of word formation and their classification. Fourth, synchronic and diachronic approaches to the study of word formation. And fifth one about productivity of word formation, means and their frequency due to pragmatic relevance. Word formation is a branch of lexicology, which studies the patterns and ways of creating words in a language. It studies the derivative structure of existing words and the patterns on which a language, in this case, the English language, builds new words. The study of the simple words has little place in it. Simple words, however, are very closely connected with word formation because they serve as a foundation, the basic source of the family units motivating all types of derived and compound words. Therefore, words like writer, displease, a term free, etc., make the subject matter of study in word formation. But words like to write, to please, atom, free are not relevant to it. Word formation may be studied from two angles, synchronically and diachronically. So synchronically, we studied about the linguist investigates the existing system of types of word formation. On the synchronic plane, a derived word is regarded as having a more complex structure than its correlated word, regardless of the fact whether it was derived from a simpler basis or a more complex base. Diachronically, the linguist is concerned with the history of word building. Diachronically, it is a chronological order of formation of one word from some other word that is relevant. And there are some cases in the history of English language with word structure more complex served as the original element from which a simple word was derived. Those are cases of the process called back formation or back derivation. Beggar to beg, editor to edit, chauffeur to chop, and some others. The fact that historically the verb to beg, to edit, etc., were derived from the corresponding agent nouns is of no synchronic relevance. While analyzing and describing word formation synchronically, it is not enough to extract the relevant structural elements from a word and describe its structure in terms of derivational basis, derivational affixes, and the type of derivative patterns. It is absolutely necessary to determine the position of these patterns and their constituents within the structural semantic system of the language as a whole. Productivity of a derivative type of the reform cannot be overlooked in this description. Parallel books, articles, and monographs on word formation and vocabulary growth in general, both in the Russian language and its forbidden languages. In English language in particular, use it to mention the following types of word formation. Types of word formation are morphological, syntactic, and lexicosemantic. At the present, the classification of the types of word formation do not, as a rule, include lexicosemantic word building. A distinction is made between two large classes of word building means. So first class to class one belongs the means of building words having one motivating base. To give an English example, the noun catcher is composed of the base catch and the suffix er, through the combination of which it is morphologically and semantically motivated. Class two. Class two includes the means of building words containing more than one motivating basis. Needless to say, they are all based on compounding. The English compounds country club, door handle, bottle opener, and etc., all having two bases through which they are motivated. Most linguists in special chapters and manuals devoted to English word formation consider as the chief processes of English word formation. For example, affixation, conversational, and compounding. Apart from these, a number of minor ways of forming words, such as back formation, sound interchange, blot, bleed, strike, stroke, distinctive stress, sound imitation, blending, clipping, and acronymy are traditionally referred to word formation. Two types of word formation may be distinguished: word derivation and word composition. Words formed by word derivation have only one stem and one of more derivational affixes. Kindness, from kind. Some derived words have no affixes because derivation is achieved through conversion. For example, to paper, from paper. Words formed by word composition have two or more stems: bookcase, notebook. Besides it, there are words created by derivation and composition. Such words are called derivation compounds. For example, long-legged. So the subject of study of word formation is a study of the patterns on which the English language built words. The English and Uzbek languages differ in the types of word formation. Their ways of word formation are also different. In Uzbek language, conversion, blending, sound interchanges, stress interchange, back formation are less common type of word formation. In another variant, in English language, conversion, blending, sound interchanges, and stress interchange, back formation are very common type of word formation. The synchronic type of word formation does not always coincide with the historical system of word formation. For example, the words childhood, kingdom were compound words. Hood, Old English head, or state, rank, or division. Dumb, Old English dumb, condemning. But synchronically, they are considered as derived words because dumb and hood affixes became affixes. The words return and turn historically had semantic relations, and return was considered as a word derived from turn. But synchronically, these words have no semantic relations, and we cannot say that return is derived from turn. So some of these ways of forming words in present-day English can be resorted to creation of new words whenever the occasion demands, that are called productive ways of forming words. For instance, affixation has been a productive way of forming words ever since the Old English period. On the other hand, sound interchange must have been at one time and word building means but in modern English, as has been mentioned above. Its function is actually only to distinguish between different classes and forms of words. It follows that productivity of word building ways, individual derivational patterns and derivational affixes is understood as their ability of marking new words, which all who speak English found no difficulty in understanding. occasionalisms or nonce words. In word formation, the term suggests that the speaker coins such a words when he needs them. In one another occasion, the same word is needed again. He coins it afresh. Nonce words are built from familiar language material after familiar patterns. Needless to say, dictionaries do not, as a rule, record occasional words. The following words may serve as illustration. Haze has colorless appearance or lengthful or smoke, Dickens-ish office to unlearn the rules. All derivational patterns experience both structural and semantic constraints. The fewer the constraints, the higher is the degree of productivity. The greater is the number of new words built on it. There are 3 degrees of productivity for derivational patterns and individual derivational affixes. They are highly productive, productive or semi-productive, and non-productive parts. A new criterion of semantic derivation is based on the frequency of occurrence in various utterances of either of the 2 member words related through conversion. According to this frequency criterion, a lower frequency value testifies to the derived character of word in question. To give an illustration, according to Professor West, a general service list of English words, the frequency value of 4 words, non-conversion parts of correlative means taken at a random is estimated as follows. So, dear students, it was our 11th lecture for today. I have finished my lecture lesson. Thank you for attention. Goodbye.